Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're doing a diverse world today. It is a map by mapper, and I'm pretty sure this means we're in Laos. Almost positive that's what this means. We do have a flag over here, although it's going to be a little tough to tell. I think it's going to be basically the same thing as this. Where else would you see literally the hammer and sickle flag from communist Russia? Right? Like, you're not going to find that shit anywhere else. And this is very... I've seen it before. I've recognized it before. I'm almost positive this is Laos. Now, Laos has coverage mostly over by their capital, but they also do have some small villages along the border of Thailand. So, we need to be careful as to where we guess. Now, we are guessing near the capital because it is probably our best bet. I'm not saying that it can't be anywhere else, but let's be real. It's probably outside the capital. Why else would you have literally what appears to be like a grand entrance with the flag of Laos and the flag of communism on every fucking light post? That's pretty significant. That's gotta mean something. Now, I don't speak the language. Clearly, we are limited as to where we can and can't travel here, which makes sense. It is Laos. Laos doesn't really have full coverage. They are also a communist country, so we got to keep that in mind. We're really limited as to where we can and can't go. We can't even go. Oh no, we can. We can go down the main road. Now, we have seen English in Laos before, and that is kind of what we're looking for now. I'm hoping like Ville Road, and then we got a restaurant this way, but we're limited as to where we are able to travel. So even if we find one of these places that does have English that we are able to read, there's a chance we won't be able to progress any further down that way that we want to. So we're extremely limited, which sucks. It's not exactly how we wanted to start the day. I'm happy that we were able to recognize the flag. Flags have never been a good friend of mine. I'm glad we were able to guess over kind of near the capital. Here's the flag again, which I'm positive, like 99.999% positive it's the flag of Laos. I don't recognize flags very often, but when I do, I'm pretty confident in them. And then that's the flag of communism, the hammer and sickle. But we're out of time. And it ends up being along the border over here. It's in a place called Savannah Ket. So we may have been able to find an airport. So it ends up clicking things I'm not supposed to click. Happens all the time. But we end up in a small little town. Had we found the airport, I'm sure we would have been able to figure something out. Report drunk drivers, call 911. 911 is the United States emergency phone system. If you need to call the police, it's 911. I believe that changes throughout the world. I think it's England is 411. It might be, I'm pretty sure it's 411. So we got to be somewhere with the coast to our west. So we got to be the west coast of the United States. With some mountains and some curves. So this is probably the Pacific Highway. Yellow divider line. If that says kilometers, my theory is out the window. Miles per hour. So we definitely are in the United States. Here's, I guess, the real kicker. Could we potentially be in Hawaii? The landscape doesn't really feel like it. That actually has of California on it. So, Greenwood Rose Ridge Fire Department of California. So we know we're in Greenwood Ridge, California. Here's the issue. I like Fort Dick better. It just sounds like a better place to guess. We need to find it. We struggle when it comes to finding names. We got to be on the coast because we saw water. So we just follow this coast down. However, California is fucking massive. So we need to find a place called Greenwood Ridge. somewhere along the western coast of the United States. Probably not going to be as easy as I want it to be. There's a chance we're going to struggle, and struggle we will. But there's also a chance that we do find it. And if we are able to find Greenport Ridge, then we're going to get some points, and we might have a chance to win this game. Ragged Point. The issue is we never seem to be either zoomed in far enough or looking in the right spot at the right time. So there's a chance we already passed it and just didn't notice it. There's also a chance that we didn't zoom in far enough and we're never going to see it. And that definitely scares me sometimes, especially when it's a competition like this. You want to do the best you can. So, how do you figure out, because we didn't find it, along this entire thing, that just maybe you didn't zoom in far enough? There's got to be something that just gives it away, right? Let's go down here. This is more towards the middle of the state. Obviously, we would want to go down by San Francisco. I don't think it's that far down. I did like Fort Dick. Fort Dick was definitely a great name. And actually, we get a pretty good fucking guess off. Now, if we zoom in even further, I'm still not seeing Greenport Ridge anywhere. So we spent a lot of time looking for something that doesn't fucking matter, apparently. But we had a good guess down, and that's definitely important. 18.3 miles, 300 points is actually a decent guess. Obviously, we're a lot further south, but still not able to find the area we were supposed to find on that man's truck. I'm glad we were able to get California off of it, though. That was definitely big. This could be Nordic. It could be Icelandic. I don't see yellow, which Deborah just yelled at me about. Not yelled, but told me that I switched up Iceland and Norway with the road markings. This doesn't help, but there is some flags down here. A little too far to be able to see. And we all know how blind I am. So we're gonna try to go down there and see if it is the Norwegian flag or the Icelandic flag. I should be able to tell the difference. It's just whether or not we're able to make it down here. We are finagling our way, so we'll make it eventually. That looks blue, which I'm pretty sure is Icelandic, because the only other blue one is Sweden. But there also is another flag over here, and that one's just red. There's no blue in this one. So, which one do we go off of? Do we go off the one that had blue that was over here? Looks like there's another one over here. Can we get on the other side of the road? We need to find, like, consistency. If every flag looked Icelandic, fine. We're in Iceland. But from what I could tell, this is different. So it could just be, ooh, now we got two that match each other. And they're not the Icelandic one. Is this the flag of Greenland? It might be the flag of Greenland. It's tough to tell when it's not moving. It's just white and red, which is Poland, Indonesia, and the place I originally wanted to buy. I forgot its fucking name. Hold on. This is important. Monaco. There we go. So, but here's another Icelandic. No, that's not an Icelandic flag. Regardless, we have water to our west with land to our west. So if we go over here, Reykjavik, yeah, I can't even fucking pronounce that. We're probably, I want to say like over here. I want to say we're in Iceland. It feels Icelandic. There's no trees. The rocks are kind of exposed, but then again, we are on a coastline. We did see an Icelandic flag, and we can't make out what this one is. Ooh, but that's pretty Finnish. The language right there is pretty Finnish. Could that be the Finland flag? The red and white cross? Maybe. Maybe. Oh man, this fucking sucks. No. Damn it. That's not good. That's not fucking good at all. We don't have time to move, really. We found an Icelandic flag and we found something else. And it ends up being Greenland. Oh man, that was not good. I mean, I mentioned that could be the Greenland flag. But that Icelandic flag there, man. That Icelandic flag. That's what threw it. It threw it for us for sure. And I hope I'm not going crazy. And that was in fact the Icelandic flag. We end up being in a place over here called Nuuk, which I believe is the capital of Greenland. Because when I did Forgetful Dictator, my final guess was fuck. We got 2 of them right. So Nuuk is the Greenland capital. Never knew where it was until now. It looks like there was some museums. I'm guessing if we explored a little bit more, we would have been able to find out that we were in Nuuk. And we would have been able to get a better guess off. But that fucking flag, man. Alright, no, this is a Nordic country. We got the white spaces and the white middle. I'm pretty sure that's Finland or Sweden. I think it's Sweden. I want to say it's Sweden. We're going to look a little bit. We're going to see if we can't find anything. Obviously, we've missed out on a lot of clues. So I don't want to just stick around. We have Kengisbrok, and then Kengisforsien and Kjuksplatz, which they don't look even close enough to be like, this is in Swedish and this is in Finnish. This is a traffic circle or a highway marker. I think it's a highway marker. And that's only 1 kilometer, so it's not like 1 kilometer is going to make or break this fucking run. So we're gonna go up. Oh, and we switch back, and then we switch again. We do have some signs over here. So here is the Kengisbrok, which, come on, really? Alright, looks like we're gonna go down this lovely road over here. About another kilometer. We're gonna walk into town. No red houses, but yellow. Interesting. More signs. We're not gonna be able to read from here. But this is where we want to go, because this is where civilization appears to be. We do got a nice little lake. Here are the red houses, which definitely doesn't mean we have to guess Sweden. But every time we see it, we guess Sweden. You know, like, it's become our calling card, even when we're wrong 90% of the time. When we are right, it's because of the red houses. Now, plots, I'm guessing it's parking. I thought this said there was a highway this way. Am I stupid? Turn to start. I forget which way we went, so we're gonna try this way and hope it's new. I think we're in Sweden. We're not finding any road markings. We're not finding, you know, a highway marker, kilometer signs. Based off the trees, based off of the road markings, I'm almost confident we're in Sweden. I don't remember. I think Finland doesn't have the side markers. I think that's the difference. Or if they do, they're solid. I think it's Sweden that has these. But then again, it's probably wrong. We've been wrong almost every time today. Especially in that Iceland guess. That was just fucking bad. Yeah, even going this way, we're not finding anything. We do have plenty of trees. I know that's a terrible thing to judge, because I always think that once you're above a certain point, there aren't going to be trees, and we've been proven wrong almost every fucking time. Can we... There we go. Thank you. I wasn't trying to, like, stall there. Please. And it ends up being on the border, which is exactly where I didn't think we were going to be. I figured it wasn't going to be the same language. It might have been 2 different languages. It might have been. Not our best. Got the country right. Not our best. Dirt road. Middle Bumblefuck. Probably our best bet to go north. You never really want to go south in Bumblefuck. Bumblefucky stuff tends to be further south you go. So, in theory, if we go north, we should find civilization. Think about South Chile, Bumblefucky. South Argentina, Bumblefucky. Southern United States, Bumblefucky. It's... I don't even know. I mean, obviously, the further north you go, Bumblefuck Canada. You know, it doesn't really mean if you go north you're going to find civilization. Maybe it's a better thing. I love how it says Florida here. I don't think we're in Florida. I think we're probably going to be in a town in a country in South America called, or near, a town called Florida. I don't even know what Florida means. I'm pretty sure it's Spanish and it's like swamp. Or something like that, like swampland or something like that. Because Florida is just a giant fucking swamp, let's be fucking real. So, dirt road, can't see where the sun would be, although it does appear over here. Right? And if it is over here, it's to our north, which means we gotta be south of the equator. Fuck. Alright. Right-hand side of the road doesn't help us. Maybe we go with Ecuador or Colombia. I don't think that sign was Portuguese, so we could forget Brazil, which takes up a large chunk of that fucking continent. But dirt road, man. We can't even use road markings to figure it out. And then as we get close to a stop sign, coverage ends. Are you kidding me? Really? I can't even see if it says Padre or Alto, which would kind of help us. Are you kidding me? Really? Fuck, man. That was the worst place it could have ended. It feels pretty grassy. What if we'd go Bolivia? Right? We don't typically guess Bolivia as often as we probably should. I think we're more confident when it's Peru or Chile or Ecuador or Colombia, Argentina and Brazil. Bolivia, it's kind of forgotten. We don't really have to worry about Paraguay. Paraguay doesn't have official coverage. Uruguay, I think, has like 1.5 cities covered. We're kind of fucked, man. I hope it's Bolivia. I do. I hope that just comes in clutch. And it ends up being Uruguay as I talk shit about them. Fucking amazing. Damn, man. Not our best run. We could have definitely done a lot better. Clearly. We struggled, man. We fucking struggled. I'm gonna say that Greenland guess was bullshit. It's like when we found the flag of Canada and New Zealand. Like, fuck them. Fuck them. They're fucking assholes. And, in all fairness, there wasn't that much snow on the ground for Greenland. Which obviously doesn't mean anything. But Greenland's called Greenland because it's full of ice. Figure that one out. Let's check out the full results. Let's see how all of you people did. And it's just me and Benedict Swanker, man. It's a good game, Benedict. Good game. God damn. You had some great guesses in there. You had some really good guesses in there. You were 276 miles off, and I had one guess where I was 308 off. I had one guess where I was 1,300 off, and one where I was 863. So you definitely know your shit, man. And that's definitely important. But that is going to be where we call it for the day. Thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed. And we will see you all live tomorrow over on Twitch at 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a good rest of your day. And bye-bye.